Hello everyone, this is Suzanne at God Crochet and Chatter. Welcome back. Today we are back in our study of Revelation. We are studying Revelation chapter 3 verse 4. And let me get that verse for us. You have a few names, even in Sardis, who have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. You have a few names, even in Sardis, who have not defiled their garments. Well, that sounds like good news. There's a few people in Sardis who have not defiled their garments. Even among the dead Christians in Sardis, there was a faithful remnant, but only a few names. In Pergamos and in Thyatira, there were a few bad among the good. In Sardis, there were a few good among the bad. Even in Sardis, even shows that in some ways it was remarkable that there were a few names still faithful to the Lord. It may have been remarkable because of the city's notoriously immoral reputation. Even in a city that wicked, some among the Christians had not defiled themselves by joining into sin. That kind of sounds like today we must not defile ourselves against what's coming up against us by joining them in sin. There is people that still believe in Jesus, still believe in the God of the Bible, and we will not defile ourselves. Who have not defiled their garments. Jesus referred to defiled garments because in the heathen worship of the day, the pagan gods would not be approached with dirty clothes. The analogy works for the worship of Jesus because he gives his people white garments. As sin is expressed under the notion of nakedness, so holiness is expressed under the notion of a garment. And they shall walk with me in white. Doesn't that sound great? Jesus also promised that these pure ones would walk with me. This picture of close fellowship and friendship is seen in Enoch, who walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Can you imagine how wonderful that would be? To be such a friend of God that he just grabs you right up to heaven. Of course, the garments Jesus gives are always white. Sardis was a church that was dead because of sinful compromise. They needed to receive and walk in the pure white garment that Jesus gives. White was also the color of triumph to the Romans. The white garment spoke of the believer's ultimate triumph in Jesus. Walk with me. This is the greatest reward Jesus can give his followers. The Christians in Sardis who forsook their sinful compromise of their city would be rewarded. Let me start again with that. This is the greatest reward Jesus can give to his followers. The Christians in Sardis who forsook the sinful compromise of their city would be rewarded with a closer, more intimate walk with Jesus. This reward is ultimately a better motivator than fear of punishment or ruin from our sin. The pure can have greater intimacy with God, not because they have earned it, but because they simply are more interested in the things of God. God promises to reward the interest. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. This morning, when I was browsing through my Facebook, somebody had posted a picture of a Ken doll, and it was disgusting. They portrayed Ken, Barbie and Ken, they portrayed Ken on a cross, and they're selling these. They're also selling a blasphemy Barbie. It's a devil Barbie. What is this world coming to? It thoroughly disgusted me when I saw that this morning. And I am so glad that I am so pure in heart that just turns my stomach when I see such things as is going on. But what shall be done with such persons as live in the church but are not of it, having a name to live but are dead? What shall be done with mere professors who are not possessors? What shall become of those who are only outwardly religious, but inwardly they are in the gall of bitterness? We answer, as good Calvin did once. They shall walk in black, for they are unworthy. They shall walk in black, the blackness of God's destruction. They shall walk in black, the blackness of hopeless despair. They shall walk in black, the blackness of incomparable anguish. They shall walk in black, the blackness of damnation. They shall walk in black forever because they were found unworthy. And that is Spurgeon. So we're going to leave off today. We talked about the few names, even in Sardis, who did not defile their garments. Jesus said, they shall walk with me in white. You have not defiled your garments. And I think the takeaway from this today is we must not defile our garments. We must try to walk as holy as we can in the presence of God. We must show God that we trust his word, that we are appalled by immorality and sickness and all the atrocities that are going on today. And we want to wear that robe of white. We want to stand with Jesus and take that stand daily. Now, when we come back on Monday, we will do verse 5. And then we will we'll cover 5 and 6, and then we'll be to the church in Philadelphia. We are learning something from each and every church. And at the end of these 7 churches, I would do a quick review of each church and what Jesus found wrong with them and what was right with them. I think this has been a good study because Jesus is looking at the churches of today. And we better be sure that we are on the right path or Jesus will spew us out of his mouth. And we're going to talk about in the future in this study in Revelation. What about when you become a Christian? You're saved and you fall away. If you don't repent and come back, do you have a chance of losing your salvation? There are huge debates on this, and as always, we are always seeking out the truth of the scriptures, and I think there are many things that we can agree to disagree, and it's not going to affect our salvation. Everybody has a speculation about what heaven's going to be like, and all these such things, and we just have to keep our eyes on Jesus and on his commandments, and you'll do pretty good just doing that. All right, everyone, I hope you have a pleasant day today. I'm going back for perhaps my last visit at physical therapy. I just don't think there's much more they can do for me there. I did pick up my pain med yesterday, and I'm limiting myself to 2, maybe 3 a day if I can. So it's just a slow process, and I'm just going to process right along. I hope that you are going to have a pleasant rest of your week. Like I said, today is Friday. The weekend's coming up. I was going to say it's Wednesday. No, Friday. I hope you have a pleasant weekend. Hopefully I'll be jumping on to do some quick devotionals and spread the word about God, Crochet, and Chatter. I still plan on changing my channel name. I'm going to get through with this recovery on my knee first before I start a project such as that. But all in good time, right? All in good time. You take care and keep those robes white. Bye-bye.